Then part 2, time management technique. We wanted to introduce this part of our stress management program. Time management is one of the most important thing where your stress can also be managed. Why stress comes? Because of the time pressure also. If you know how to handle your time, your stress also you can indirectly control it. Similarly, micro learning and a mobile application. There are so many tools are available in the mobile nowadays. Small learnings you can do in a micro way. Say suppose you are traveling by train, 1 hour you are sitting. Why are you seeing YouTube shorts? I am also doing same thing. I keep on watch while politicians are talking, what cinema fellows are talking. That is we become addict. We should come out of that. There is a digital toxication we are undergoing. We should come out of that. Instead, we should learn some small subject. 10 minutes you read what is even investment. 10 minutes you read how to be good, improve your English communication skill like that. Then simulation and role play. Whenever opportunity comes in your office, your APD calls for some particular issue, you try to be volunteer yourself for the innovatives. Once you volunteer, your creativity will have, because you will be under pressure, it definitely will come out. The next point is same thing, voluntary and social projects. Say for example, female executives. Don't try to keep distance from Kalyanmai. Try to be more connected in Kalyanmai. Kalyanmai will do so much good work. Suddenly they will do some remarkable work. So you be part to that, then your creativity will improve, innovation will improve, and social connectivity will improve. So ultimately your coordination skill, collaboration skill, all skill will improve. In office task, ultimately you must do. But in voluntary task, it's not like that. You have option to do yourself whatever the best possible manner. So try to do all these things. The networking and personal branding. You should know how to improve your communication, how to influence people through your communication, how you should be present in the people mind. I told now this initiative is one webinar initiative is not to make money or something. We thought that we should be present among our people. So maybe sometimes some webinars so many people join, sometimes nobody may join, but we don't bother. We have decided to conduct all webinar in this financial year. We will do it. So slowly we will connect it to people. What will happen? Definitely hard work and continuous effort will give results. So that is our confidence. So I am very much sure when we conduct a webinar in the January 26, definitely that webinar should be more participative manner. So like this is to brand yourself and be present in it. Then continuous feedback and mentorship. Not only you be a mentor, you also should have a mentor to tell you feedback, whether you are doing good thing or not. Similarly, group skills also you have to develop. Cross-functional projects, workshops and group training, collaborative decision making. You know, in your office, you can see some of the people will work only themselves. Even if you give 5-6 resources, they themselves will type, they themselves will make PPT, they themselves will do everything. They will not assign other people to work together. This, if you are having this habit, try to mark in your diary, at least in next 6 months, you should learn how to involve people and work together. Never work alone. Silly works only can be done alone by individuals. Mission critical work or very big work with significant result that gives. It can never be done by individuals. Only team can do. So once you are aspiring to be a senior officer, if you are, say for example, you are an AGM, tomorrow you wish that you will become an ED. Try to cultivate these habits. Imagine an ED works alone by himself, whether he can do anything, he cannot do. So try to bring this group skill building exercise as quickly as possible. Then innovation challenges. Try to do small program in your office. Say suppose you are in automation team. Suppose you have a big team. Say some 10 people are there in your team. Try to have some tea breaks with this kind of program. Never be doing every time you don't talk about only official thing. Same official problem also you can do it in this kind of challenges. See, in a big airport, once in a year or twice in a year, your APD can conduct these workshops, some innovation challenges. You can do it. Then peer mentoring programs, team debriefing and reflection circles, cultural exchange activities. All these things you can do. See, in a month, in a quarter, you can do a lunch program. Every airport authority of India, airports are mini India. You bring every cultural different person, bring their food. One day you exchange your food. One day let them come in their local cultural dress. Take the permission from APD, no problem. One day you can come in uniform, but with a cultural exchange you can do. So like this, you keep on do, your official stress will keep on reduce. You will not see one person as a finance person or technical HR person. Instead, you will start seeing him as your friend. So your problem will be maximum solved. Then crisis simulation drill, shared learning repositories. You should have learning repositories in your these things. So we have made initiatives of this YouTube and other things are mainly for that. Whatever webinar we do, we try to put our videos there. Even we are shortly going to introduce some quiz program also connected with our YouTube channel so that anybody can answer these quizzes. And if they want to learn something, they can. Hey, Nitin, try to attend this call. You have so many kinds of this particular call. Sorry. So now, okay, now we have find that there are several means. As a training institute, what kind of opportunities you have here? Let me show you quickly my training calendar. Here I am not showing the calendar. Instead, I wanted to show you our plan. You see, this is I think for downloading this brochure already we have shared the QR code during the initial webinar time. Still, if you after the end of the webinar again we can share to you also. You see here now our training we are defined into 6 professional domain. One is aerodrome design, operation, planning and engineering. Second is safety, security and compliance. Third one is data analysis, decision making, innovation and technology. Fourth is leadership, management and professional development. Fifth is stakeholder and contract management. Sixth is financial management and auditing. If you see the 6th domain, we have got so many trainings in each domain. You see, you can see I am not going into detail. There are so many trainings into each domain. This particular year of calendar we have made based on this plan only. But particularly this domain, I told 6th domain. Here, if you see the domain 3, 4, 5, this is common to all of us. All of us should explore the knowledge and skills which you can develop from these domain 3, 4, 5. So let me little bit explain these 3 domains only. Data analysis, decision making, innovation, and technology. So what are the courses we have introduced? Data analytics using Power BI, design thinking for nurturing innovation, data driven decision making, system engineering and project management. So if you have a 5 days, 3 to 5 days training program in IAA, several times these trainings are getting repeated. Once you do the analysis, you identify these are my priority skills I have to improve. If these trainings are falls into your priority, do apply for this training. Do make a representation. You can even intimate your reporting officers, even CHQ, RHQ officers that you need this training. Simply applying in a Namankan and your people are not approving, that will not help. Even you can WhatsApp to us and during webinars you can chat with us. We will take up with your members. So one by one we are taking appointment and explaining all these things to individual members. We are trying to do in the coming weeks we will be doing. So try to see these are the topics that will help you to be a different leader or future leader in the given scenario. The next domain, leadership, management and professional development. Here also you see planning for retirement. This is one of the training we are giving 3 years before the retirement, but majority of the people come few months before retirement. So one way it is a drawback in our system. APDs, REDs should consider approving executives, those who are going to retire within 3 years also, because they should also plan something. Last minute if they come, it's of no use. Then stress management, human factors. This human factors is especially made based on the international syllabus, ICAO recommended syllabus, more suitable for ATCOs, operational executives, CNS executives, etc. Even though everyone need to know, these ANS executives and operational executives should consider attending this. Without understanding these kind of skills, you cannot develop the competency of managing the cross-cultural competence. All these things are impossible. So don't think that these are designed for HR people. These domains are HR, but it is required for each and every human. Mentorship and succession planning, good to great mid-career transition. You are going to appear for interview. I found so many people, they say they prepare for interview. How you can prepare for interview overnight? You are due for interview for a DGM or a GM. Can we develop the skills overnight? You should develop in the over period of time. There are so many methods. That's why we identified a separate training program for this. If you come for these trainings, we will guide you how you prepare yourself ready for that next promotion. Means you'll be ready for the next promotion. It's not that your promotion is due, you become ready. You will be ready already. You'll be acquiring the competencies for the higher level promotions. Then corporate communication. This is very, very important. Again, people have a misconception. Corporate communication is for CHQ people. It's not like that. You are APD. Suddenly some member of parliament is coming. Some member of local assembly is coming. How do you communicate? Some issue has happened. You have to handle media. How do you communicate? So it is not that you don't have misconception that these trainings are meant for CHQ. This is for HR. This is for developing these skills only. Then next one is leadership management, domain 4. Still continues APD proficiency, leadership, team building and conflict management, effective presentation. And most importantly, nowadays, all these trainings, we are coming with the case studies only. We are not giving just, we hire some faculties, they will come and deliver and go. No. Every program we are introducing a case studies. Even for example, planning for retirement, we have prepared a case study. Next time, we will, every time we try to introduce, but due to some reason we are not doing. So we have done a case studies for planning for retirement executives also. I will share you this end of this webinar. You can share with those executives who are retiring today also. Next domain also common to all, stakeholder and contract management. How will you manage industrial relations and stakeholder management? How do you manage a contract management? Recently also we have got a guideline from some instruction from HR that some people are getting vigilance issue and disciplinary issues. Unknowingly they are doing mistake. But we, n number of time we conduct this training, schedule this training, but nobody comes. Or if somebody applies, unfortunately they are not being relieved or approved. So ultimately you are getting into trouble in the practical thing. So you need to develop these skills. So these are all some examples I have shown. See, for example, this happy retirement habits. If, for example, the same thing only we are also doing. Suppose you want to identify some important habits that you have to follow for living happily after retirement. Then we made some exercise here. If this workbook is completely sincerely followed by you, then the end of this workbook exercise, you will be able to identify what kind of skills you have to, habits you have to develop so that you will be happily living after the retirement. The same thing only we are doing here. We have done this entire presentation. What I have shown is that just we have discussed how to make ourselves identify the number of skills and which skill we wanted to follow. How do we prioritize those skills? Everything we have discussed. So next is a means of developing individuals. How we have seen how to develop the skills in the group. We have seen if nothing, both are not possible, how to develop through IA also we have seen. So what we are doing based on this analysis, I have ensured that each training case studies inbuilt with this competency development. So each training when you come, one or other two of these core competency skills which is required for your role and 21st century skills are inbuilt into the case studies, so that if you come here and if you attend the case studies sincerely, you do yourself, then naturally you get a very good idea about on these skills. Then finally, somehow you identify the skills, prioritized, and you identify the means also to develop, but still If suppose you are at an airport, say it's a single man airport, or 2, 3 people are only available in the airport, how do you develop? You also should have certain plan. If you follow this plan, you can do this work. So I will tell you some 10 steps. One mind map I prepared for you. I will share this mind map after the webinar. Right now, I will share this mind map in my screen. Try to see it. I can bet you, if any one of you sincerely start adopt this, you can easily Sure, Mayank, you are saying you are seeing anything on screen?
No, sir.
Okay. Now? Okay. Now you see, I have given this mind map, I will share you. I am not going into the details of all the 50 steps. The first 10 steps only I will tell. First step is you have to identify the skills needed. Then further 5 steps I have given here. You can, once I share this mind map, you can see. Then you set the clear-cut goals. Then make a learning plan. The next step is engage yourself in the learning activities. Then practice whatever you learned regularly. Then sixth step, reflect and adjust. How it is really useful. Here only I am telling journal. So journal writing is a very, very important thing. I practically experienced myself on journal writing. It changes your total outlook. But to do journaling, first you have to complete these 5 steps. For anything, whatever you do. First you have to do the research, complete research, then set the goals, make a activity plan, and practice, engage yourself and practice, then make a journal. Then once based on the journal, you make a supporting network. Journaling, what it tells, whether you are doing well or not. Self-evaluation is the best evaluation we have in the world. Anyone else evaluates you, it may not be perfect. But you evaluate yourself, that is the perfect. That's why the journal is very, very important. Okay, next step is you build a network, accountable network. Those who will tell you that you are not doing this good, you are doing this particular skill, you are improved well, this one you have to improve. So you should have a collective team. Say, suppose in an airport, you want to improve communication skills, particularly speech. Then you make one team in your airport. So many WhatsApp group we are having, faltu groups, which will make lot of quarrel and fighting. You make one WhatsApp group, speech skill development, some 5 people. You try to make yourself motivate each other. Then this group will definitely will improve. After 1 year, if you see, these 5 people will be definitely distinguished from than the other people in your station. Then celebrate your achievement. That is very, very important. Do not expect management to appreciate you. Even in your family also, don't expect your wife to appreciate, your children to appreciate you. You tap yourself. Acha, you've done very well. Appreciate yourself, nothing wrong. Put one, say for example, today I achieved this. Last 15 months I wanted to practice this. Last 15 months I have done this. I have achieved it. Okay, today you go for a movie, watch a movie, enjoy, and stay committed. Whatever you achieved, try to make your goals more and more committed one. Then further evaluate and expand. So you have to identify in a general guidelines, you have to identify only 3 skills to develop in a particular year. Don't identify more than that. Then you will not be able to develop anything else. Only 3 skills you identify for the one particular 12 years, 12 months. Then make a plan for that. Then start develop this thing. Say for example, your health is not good. You wanted to improve your health area, you want to improve something. You make a clear goal. In the next 12 months, every month, minimum 25 days I will go for walking. Minimum of 30 minutes duration. At least 5 days in a week. It means it should be a smart objective. It should be measurable. It should be realizable. Then, and it's a time bound. Otherwise, what will happen? One day I will become champion. That day will never come. So you should make this. So this sheet I will share you. So you should, this training brochure also I will share you. Okay. So this once you do this, if you are able to identify what are the skills you identify for the particular year, if I get some 20-25 volunteers, say for example, nothing you have to do. Say suppose some 20-25 people have done this exercise and tells me, this year I identified these 3 skills I will develop. That suits my role. If you tell me, I will also join with you. I will help you in making yourself further monitoring. So that free of cost, I will dedicate my time to ensure that you continuously develop your skills. So we should connect ourselves like this. It is such a wonderful digital world. We should not restrict ourselves with what we see in our airport. We are not seeing so many people beyond airport. Let us connect ourselves and do well with everyone. So finally, once again, I will repeat whatever we have discussed. Altogether in 21st century skills, we discussed how ancestral skills and our skills are related, but only the application point of view only is getting too much changes. And what are the skills have been evolved from the previous century to 21st century? And what are the driving forces are there that we need to develop these skills? Then finally, I told learning skills, literacy skills, and life skills. Then also told how to identify the skills that you need based on your role, how to prioritize, how you can make yourself these skills develop through group skills, how you can develop, and through Indian Aviation Academy, through training, how you can develop these skills. Then I also shown my training brochure at almost 20 new trainings we have incorporated in the present financial year based on your input only. We conducted training need analysis. Some of you may be in the group. So we made certain efforts based on the training need analysis. Only some 20 new trainings we introduced. But our efforts will be meaningful only with your participation and support. If you are not supporting or you are not participating, naturally these newly introduced trainings slowly we will have to remove. Okay. So I would like to conclude my formal presentation here. I would like to thank all of you once again to join us and sparing your valuable time. So you be in touch with us and you can note down this WhatsApp number. Anybody wants to join our training community, just send our message, hi, your name and designation to this WhatsApp number. Then we will add you in the training community group. So initially we started with some few hundred people. Now I think Mayank, we have crossed 1,000, I think.
Yes, sir.
Community
We
group.
have crossed more than 1,000 participants on there.
So this is till in my opinion, 10,200 executives are there. At least we should aim 4,000 executives. So that let us put our effort also from our side, and we can do this further. The next now that what I wanted to tell is that next we will have 10 webinars out of the topics selected among these 6 groups on 10 skills, and this will be in a collaborative manner. I will share you some voting in our community group. First, community will vote for the top priority. Then within that group, community will vote for the top priority skills. Accordingly, we will identify 10 topics. In the coming next 10 webinars, we will do one webinar on particular skills in more in-depth way. This is number 1. So this voting, we will do it in the IAA training community. Like Mayank told, we are already in touch with around 1,200 people. So we will post these things in there. So we find more comfort in interacting in WhatsApp. So I would like to request any one of you who are not in part of this training community WhatsApp, you can join. So based on the voting, then we will shortlist 10 topics. Then next step is we will go for collaborative learning. So every time I come for a webinar, I feel bored. Probably you also feel bored to see me or hear my same voice and similar type of monotonous presentation, etc. So when we identify 10 topics, we will try to identify volunteers. So what I suggest, I will share those topics. I will also volunteer for say for 3 to 4 topics. And I would like to see more volunteers also for their own subject matter of a field where they feel comfortable and where they feel more competent. They can also volunteer for 2 or 3 topics. So that we would like to connect people. Say one webinar we connect for southern region, some people, western region 1 people, northern region 1 people. Like this, we want to connect 5 regions are there. including Northeast region, we consider as a separate region. So 5 regions are there, at least 10 topics from 10 region we should be able to do. Where we don't get volunteer, yes, I will be there. There is no issue. So anybody, anything they wanted to share, you can share. Any feedback, any question, anything is there, you can use the chat box so that it will be easy for us to discuss. So whether this idea is okay, that we will poll the topics instead of whatever we want, we will discuss. We'll poll the topic. We'll select the top voting. Based on that, we'll go for the next webinar. The top demand traffic, most demanded traffic will be covered first. So anyone else wanted to share any idea, you can share or you can talk to us on the training community WhatsApp group. It is being monitored regularly. This IA help desk mail ID also being monitored regularly. So you can try to make use of any sorts of issue. You try to, instead of contacting me or a course coordinator, you try to use this number. You will get immediate feedback. This mobile number is being monitored in my office only. So people will immediately come to bring to my notice and I will give it to the concern. So, okay, then can we try to arrange for training on AI tools? You see, AI tools we can do, but see, for example, now we have introduced a Power BI. That is also an artificial intelligence tools only. So we are thinking of one program for AI tools for all, where we wanted to train some tools, but we get a little bit confusion because some circular came that we should not upload our official data into AI tools. There are certain risks also involved in the AI tools. But yes, we can try to conduct a training program on AI tools instead of webinar. We can have a 3 days training program. In that we can do how to do research, how to make a PPT, how to make data analysis we can do. So we can concentrate on that. So webinar is just for throwing some triggers. But I strongly vouch for the in-person training at IA, where you will be finding much more advantage. So if there is no additional information or any feedback, so I would like to conclude.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
Mayank,
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
okay, that is over. We can close this.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this insightful and thought-provoking session. I am sure that our participants have got some perspective on what skills they require for their individual domains, and they will definitely try to enhance their skills and leverage our training program that we provide at Indian Aviation Academy. Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us with all these essential skills that are required. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today in our session.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.